Alright, welcome back to my channel. If you haven't been here before, my name is Dana. This is Dana Might Reads. And I posted my summer reading wrap up. I very incoherently, I might add. And I thought seasonal TBRs and wrap ups would be better because I don't feel like I go through books as fast as other booktubers and like wanted something with more substance. I had a lot more on there than I thought. Like it doesn't feel like I read a lot, but it took a hot minute to do that video. So I'm gonna do a fall TBR and we'll see how it goes. Because it's a lot shorter because I have a lot of thick boys on this one. So we'll see what happens. I might go back, well, I only did it once. I'll probably do monthlies if that works out better. Let me know what you think in the comments about that. So without further ado, this is my fall TBR. So this isn't in order of how I'm going to read them. This is just the dust jacket because my boyfriend's reading it right now. But if you haven't heard, Christopher Paolini, who wrote the Aragon series, has his first adult sci-fi out now. We pre-ordered this. He is flying through that book, he being my boyfriend. Once he's done, I will read it, and hopefully I can convince him to do a double review with me. We'll see. Because I really like for him to talk about like the sci-fi aspects, like things that are possible, because that's his job. Like he's an engineer, an aerospace engineer, so like those things interest him. So if I can get him to talk about those things, that'd be fun. Next is The Dragon Reborn by Robert Jordan. I have read book 1 and 2. I love this series so far, and I know it only gets better. But my boyfriend just finished this series before he started reading his current read, and man. And one of the things about this series, other than it just being awesome, I love the fandom. The fandom is so great. Trying to navigate it without finding any spoilers, but yeah, so Wheel of Time is back on the TBR. And if you don't know about Wheel of Time or haven't been following Wheel of Time, they are making an Amazon TV series. And they had a like 5-second clip of posted on their feed, and I was so excited. I can't wait till it comes out. You should read it before it comes out. Up next is a cozy, and it is A Deadly Inside Scoop by Abby Collette. So I was trying to find Black cozy mystery authors because there's not a lot of them and you just don't see them that often. So I made a effort to look for specifically Black authors for cozy mysteries because it just there's not a lot of diversity there. We are starting to see more diversity in fantasy. The Rage of Dragons and A Song of Wraiths and Ruin, the Broken Earth trilogy, things like that. You're starting to see a lot more Black authors in fantasy, which is amazing. But cozies is one of those that I read all the time, and you don't really think about it until you think about it, and you're like, there's really not a lot of diversity here. And Ellie Alexander, I found this book through her, who writes the Big Shot Mystery series, and it's ice cream themed, and I am crazy about ice cream. So that is on my list. My throat is so tired after yesterday. I recorded 5, maybe 5 chapters of a book for an audiobook, and wow, I didn't realize how much it takes out of you. And then I did my summer wrap up, and my voice is just, it's so bad. I'm sorry, guys. Next on this list is a reread, and if you've seen the trailer for it, I hope you're as hyped as I am. Dune comes out in December, and I am super excited about it. The trailer looked awesome. I'm kind of hesitant about Timothy, what's his name, that plays Paul Atreides, but I'm still going in hopeful. But the rest of the cast, I love. It looks amazing. So I would like to reread this before seeing the movie. Now, Dune, I struggled my first read through with it. It's not for everyone, and yeah, it's not for everyone, but it's still really good. Next on my list is book number 4 in the Buffy the Vampire Slayer comics, graphic novels, whatever. This one's called Time of Your Life. I'm a big fan of Buffy, and these I haven't been going through as quickly because some of them are hard to find, especially in good condition. This one's not exactly really all that great condition for me, but I couldn't find it. It wasn't available for the longest time, so I finally found it. Had to get it, even though it's not the best condition. It's hard to tell with the glare, but there's like, it's just not great. So definitely a short read that I will probably do between books when I need to calm myself down. And then I do not have physical copies of these books yet because 2 of them are not out. One being The Fires of Vengeance by Evan Winter. Book 2 after Rage of Dragon. Everyone calls it the Rage of Dragons. I think the series is actually called The Burning. So The Burning Book 2, which is called Fires of Vengeance. And I cannot wait. The cover looks so badass. And I'm just super excited. Then, next book that is not out yet, it comes out in November, as well as Fires of Vengeance, is Ready Player 2. This is a book that I recently found out was coming out, and I didn't realize how excited I would be. If you've read Ready Player 1 and loved it, this book comes out in November, and I'm so excited. I felt like the book didn't need a sequel, but now that one is coming out, I'm kind of excited. So those 2 come out in November. Also, what comes out in November is Rhythm of War by Brandon Sanderson. I will not pick that up right away. I still have 2 other books in the Stormlight Archive to read, which is what is next on my TBR. So book 2 is called Words of Radiance, and then book number 3, which is called Oathbringer. And I just finished The Way of Kings, and I want to pick up the next book, but I'm also trying to not spend money, so I'm trying to wait. I do have some free Audible credits though, so it might end up on audiobook. But I still need to get both of those books, but I feel like as soon as I buy them, the rest of my TBR is going to go away, and that's going to be what I read first. So I'm trying to get through some other books. When Rhythm of War comes out, I'm just one of those people where my dog's barking. It's one of those books where it's, it comes out in hardback first, but I want all of my books to be the same format. Like I want them to all be the big paperback ones. Wow, my voice is really going out. Sorry about that. But yeah, so I want them to all be the same format, so they all are the same on the shelf. Know what I mean? Plus I still have the other two to read, so it's not like I need it right away, but I kind of want it right away. Even though I haven't read the other two. I'm just super pumped up about Stormlight Archive right now. So that might be what I read next. I don't know. Last on this list is another reread. I don't know if I'm gonna read it right away or if I will wait. Like in my summer wrap up, I reread and read 2 new graphic novels in the Avatar: The Last Airbender series. I'm missing the last one, which is called Imbalance, which isn't available right now on Amazon. And I want them to, again, be all the same kind, all the same copies. Not same copies, same format. And Korra, Legend of Korra, comes out with their second graphic novel on my boyfriend's birthday, actually, which is coming up. And I want to get the second one, but before I read the second one, I'm going to reread the first one. So seems like everyone has their beef with Korra. They either love it or they hate it. I am of the opinion that I have some issues with it, but it doesn't ruin it for me. I still love it. I think it's still a great series. More on that later. Probably do a whole separate video for that. But yeah, the fandom is really torn on Korra. I liked it. I plan on rereading this before I read Ruins of the Empire, I think it's called. It's basically about the fallout after she defeats Kuvira. So I am going to be reading that. So that's all really for my my fall TBR. I'm super excited about some of these. Stormlight Archive, Fires of Vengeance, Wheel of Time. Let me know what's on your TBR at the moment. Are you excited for Dune to come out, the movie? There's just so much going on in the book world right now that it's hard to keep up. So that's all for now. Alright, so thanks for sticking around, guys. Let me know what's on your TBR in the comments, and follow me on Instagram, which is Dynamite90, and then follow me on Twitter, which is Dynamite Reads, and I will see you guys next time.